Against the breathtaking Calgary landscape, Canvasselfie prepares to capture the Rockies on canvas, her spirit as vibrant as the vista. With infectious energy, Canvasselfie greets her audience. Hey Canvas crew, welcome back to my channel. She reveals today's artistic challenge. Today, we're painting the Rockies. Canvasselfie carefully positions her easel, ready to transform the natural beauty into art. The easel stands ready, a blank canvas awaiting Canvasselfie's vibrant interpretation of the scene. With a final glance at the Rockies, Canvasselfie prepares her palette, ready to begin. The harsh fluorescent lights of Walmart cast a sterile glow as a young Canvasselfie stands in her uniform. She assists a customer, a forced smile masking her true emotions. The humming lights amplify the mundane routine she endures. A magazine featuring an artist catches her eye, igniting a flicker of yearning. The contrast between her passion and her present reality is stark. This glimpse into her past reveals a life on the brink of transformation. In a room filled with artistic chaos, Canvasselfie sits, bathed in the ethereal glow of her laptop. Her fingers tremble as she uploads her first YouTube video, a shaky landscape painting tutorial. A pivotal moment. She embraces her passion, stepping boldly onto the path of an online influencer. Canvasselfie, her voice barely a whisper, gathers her courage. Okay world, here I go. The upload bar slowly crawls across the screen, each increment a step further into the unknown. The screen reflects in her wide, hopeful eyes, mirroring the vast possibilities that lie ahead.
Once upon a time in a cozy little cottage lived Canvasselfie, a brilliant painter who dreamed of discovering her future. Her heart yearned for a grand adventure. With a paintbrush, she painted colorful dreams on her canvas, whispering her hopes to the winds. Yet each day, her world seemed the same. Oh, what destiny awaits beyond the horizon, she pondered. Where could she find her future? Perhaps the answer lay beyond the glowing rainbow arch in the sky. As the sun dipped below the horizon, a twinkle sparkled in Canvasselfie's eye, for before her appeared Planarina, a magical fairy. With wings like starry night skies, Planarina giggled, promising to guide Canvasselfie to her future. Through the garden they danced, where every step seemed to paint the flowers brighter than ever before. Would the path of petals lead Canvasselfie to her dreams? Oh, the joy of such a fantastical journey. Guided by the fairy's sparkle, they arrived at a forest where every leaf whispered secrets. Brave and hopeful, Canvasselfie painted her dreams on a large tree. Each brushstroke seemed to set her heart aglow, illuminating the path ahead. Could her future be written amongst the leaves? With a deep, dramatic sigh of hope, she listened intently to the rustling trees, wishing upon every breeze for a glimpse of tomorrow. Lastly, they reached a crystal-clear lake, the mirror to the skies. Here, Canvasselfie paused, her reflection smiling back at her. In that moment, she saw the future, a beautiful tapestry of colors and possibilities, woven from her dreams and painted with love. A joy unlike any before filled her heart. Perhaps her true future lay within her own hands. In a realm where whispers of paintbrushes wielded magic beyond the mortal hand, Canvasselfie stood before her canvas, her heart burdened with the weight of unsung bonds. Her strokes told tales that words could not, colors bridging chasms of misunderstanding. As she painted a bridge of brilliant hues, the world hushed, witnessing an act of quiet revolution. For Canvasselfie's art did not merely decorate, it connected, embodying a silent eloquence that echoed louder than any cry. Alone in his dignified study, the ambassador gazed upon a curious package, a painting by Canvasselfie herself. As he unwrapped the masterpiece, His stern visage softened, revealing a landscape intertwined with stories of harmony and unity. His heart surged with an unspoken promise, compelled to mend the rifts of a divided land. This canvas, silent yet commanding, moved him to act where words had failed, inspiring deeds of reconciliation in the privacy of his own conscience. A quiet revolution commenced as Canvasselfie and the ambassador met in a sunlit garden, surrounded by cascading blooms. They discussed ways to transform their shared dreams into actions, bridging distant lands with canvases of empathy. Her eyes shone with fervent determination. His hands trembled with newfound purpose. Together, they sketched plans for cross-cultural exhibits, where strangers would find kinship through the universal language of art, transcending mere dialogue. Under a starlit canopy, the grand exhibition welcomed all who dared to witness the magic of Canvasselfie's art. Faces once hardened by prejudice softened in the presence of shared human experiences captured by her brush. Strangers became allies, and divided lands united. Canvasselfie's bridges glowed with life, each a testament to the truth that silent deeds indeed forge the strongest links. Thus, the tapestry of humanity continued to weave itself through Canvasselfie's. In the small, friendly town of Willow Creek, people relied on each other like best buddies. There lived a woman named Mrs. Wilson, though most folks called her Canvasselfie. When they were young, her friends spotted her painting everything she liked, even on tiny scraps of paper, like little selfies of the world. Canvas was 36 and carried her paints everywhere, ready to capture anything wonderful she saw. Kind and reliable, her friends loved how she always knew how to help with a smile. Brave and full of imagination, there wasn't an adventure she wouldn't dream up. One sunny morning, Canvas's neighbor, Mr. Johnson, sent a nervous text. "Canvas, I think Champ has gotten away." Champ was Mr. Johnson's dog, a friendly golden retriever who everyone adored. Canvas heard kids calling from the park next door, sounding worried. She slipped on her sneakers and darted out with her sketch pad. When she reached the park, children tugged on her sleeves, babbling all at once about Champ running through the garden and vanishing toward the woods. Canvas knelt to the eye level of the kids, her friendly eyes full of encouragement. "All right, team," she said brightly. "It's adventure time." She imagined maps of the area as she spoke, remembering all the turns and little paths. Together, they formed a plan. "We need lookouts and a few brave explorers to help find Champ before he gets too far." The children cheered, excited to help their beloved friend. Canvas decided to take the trail beside the river, a path Champ loved. She and several kids jogged down the path, keeping their eyes peeled for any trace of the dog. As they hurried, Canvas kept the group's spirits high, sometimes sketching quick pictures of funny trees with silly hats she imagined on them. Making everyone giggle despite their worry, they reached the river bend and found dog prints in the mud. "Look, Champ was here," shouted a boy, jumping up and down. Enthusiastically, Canvas drew a smaller version of the river on her pad and circled where they stood. "We're hot on his trail, everyone," she announced. At a fork in the path, Canvas paused, thoughtful. The path split into two, one towards the more wooded area, and another that led back to familiar territory. In that moment, her imagination sparked. "Ah, Champ might choose the shorter path since it's easy to find his way back if he gets nervous," she mused. Encouraged by Canvas's reliable deduction, the children marched on, staying close and swapping stories about all the fantastic places Champ might have gone. Heading along, they came upon a signpost familiar to adventurers of Willow Creek. It often led people back home after adventurous days. Suddenly, from behind the bushes near the signpost, a familiar, happy woof echoed. There he was, Champ, wagging his tail. The kids erupted in cheers, rushing to reunite with their fluffy, friendly friend. Canvas embraced him lightly, pleased that their little exploration had ended on such a cheerful note. "We did it, team!" she exclaimed. The kids beamed, proud of their teamwork. When they returned to quieter streets of Willow Creek, Mr. Johnson waited by his gate, anxiety melting into relief when he saw them. "Thank you, Canvas, and you brave explorers," he said, overflowing with gratitude. Canvas smiled, feeling warmth from his words and from all the little friends around her. As the afternoon sun lowered, painting the town in golden hues, the group celebrated with lemonade and stories on the porch. Canvas sketched a picture of their adventure group with Champ, all smiles and heroic stances. She placed it onto Mr. Johnson's fridge, declaring, "To our adventure and to friendship truly leading us home." The kids went home that evening, tales of their expedition echoing in their excited chatter. In her quiet moments, Canvasselfie smiled, reflecting on the day. Today reminded everyone that even the smallest adventure could become the greatest tale, especially if tackled together in friendship.
Semana, só rolê bom. Ela chega e desencana com passo bem sou, passo bem sou, passo bem sou. Não cessa, não se